open for a really good fight. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. These two fighters are made for one another. He misses with that straight left. Do you believe what we're seeing? What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They miss with the jab. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on.
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Catch and shoot. Right uppercut can't find a home. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Marquez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. The bell rings and we start the third. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice job getting that punch through. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Lomachenko in trouble. Lomachenko goes down. That punch to the head looked so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it. But let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh, he can smell blood. And where to land it, then try and do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Perfect counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. There's a counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. In that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow.
There's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter punching. Is he going to punch himself out, though? By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. And down goes Juan Manuel Marquez. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out.
they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Jab slightly off target. Jab misses. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. So it's plan B time. It's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nobody home with that hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight more than happy.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Marquez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter. Here comes round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Uh-oh. Lomachenko just got rocked. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you got away with it, you can do it again.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break.
Round 8, and we're off again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Good counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
How about that time counter shot? Just missed with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. What desire, but at what cost? They're both trying for a knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the fight, there was no argument, no